if you guys ever heard about a little game called Wordle, but it's a super fun puzzle game. You know, you just get your brain going in the morning or before bed or while you're taking a poop. I don't know. But it turns out there's a lot of games like these with different IPs. There's Pokemon. You know, you just guess a Pokemon and it gives you hints about who the daily one is. There's some on Dragon Ball. I've seen it with Naruto. All these other different IPs. And I honestly enjoy these quite a bit. But me and my friend, once we noticed there's none for Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter. If you're on this channel, you probably love Street Fighter as well. So we said to ourselves, fuck it. Let's just make our own. So yeah, let me introduce you to StreetFighterdle. It's pretty much a puzzle game. We have 4 different games where you're going to kind of just have fun with a daily puzzle, and it's all Street Fighter themed, right? So we're going to make a guest that's going to tell us what their first game was, their most recent game, and I'll just show you. This is something me and my friends, when it comes to some of the games I showed you earlier, we always compete to see who could do it in less guesses and we stream it on Discord or whatnot. So yeah, the way we usually like to play is everyone will start with yesterday's pick as their first guess. So we search Dan. So that means today's fighter comes before Street Fighter Alpha, and their most recent game is after Street Fighter 5, which means they were in Street Fighter 6, obviously. Before Street Fighter Alpha, if you have trouble remembering, you can just click here, it gives you the game order. So that means they're either from one of the Street Fighter 2s, they're from Fatal Fury, or just Final Fight or Street Fighter. In terms of Fatal Fury and Final Fight, I'm curious what you guys think. Let's say the answer was Mai. Do you think Mai's first game should be Fatal Fury 2, or would you rather her just first game be Street Fighter 6? Pretty much, would you rather everyone's character be their first Street Fighter debut, or just like the first time they were playable in any fighting game? I'm kind of on the edge on which one I like, so I'm curious what you guys think if you end up playing it. So yeah, we know our character is from Street Fighter 2 or lower, and they're in Street Fighter 6. They're male, they're not from Hong Kong, they're good and alive. If you ever do have trouble guessing the character, we got all the data from the wiki, so you can open the Street Fighter wiki, and all their information is here. So if it loads, you can see that Ryu is good and alive. His first game playable was Street Fighter. And yeah, so let's just guess Ryu. He's our mascot. So they're from Street Fighter 2, probably for sure, unless it's Terry. They're not from Japan. They're good and alive. Also, the thing with good and alive, let's just guess Guile, since he's from Street Fighter 2. This is another thing I'm curious what you guys think. So when it comes to good and alive, whatever, some characters are like lawful good or chaotic neutral, stuff like that. We ended up just making it good, neutral, bad, or good, neutral, evil. I don't remember, because like when we were testing with some people, they're like, what's the difference between lawful good and good? So this would used to say like lawful good and it would be yellow, and everyone was kind of confused. So I'm curious what you guys think about that as well. Do you think just good, evil, neutral is better, or do you like the lawful good, chaotic? I feel like it just makes things more confusing. Either way, so we know our characters from Street Fighter 2, but a newer version. Their most recent game is Street Fighter 6. They're not from USA, Japan, or Hong Kong. So using this info, you know, let's say you guess something like E Honda. And literally as I clicked that, I realized I'm stupid, not only because I didn't realize he's an original Street Fighter 2, he's also from Japan, so I kind of wasted a guess here. And that's kind of what you're trying to guess with all the information you get. So it is a Street Fighter 2 character, male, good, alive. Let's go with Dalsum. I'm exposing, I literally made the game, so I looked at all these recently and I'm exposing that I don't even remember who's from the later Street Fighter 2 versions. So if we just think about characters who are in Street Fighter 6, who are back in the original Street Fighter 2, there's not that many left. We could probably get it. I'm going to go ahead and assume it's DJ, is that right? And there you go. So we use all our hints to try to guess, and then you can share it with your friends here. You just copy and paste it. It'll kind of show you your guess history, and you can try to, you know, see, you can kind of track against your friends about who did it faster or not. Then so let's go to our next game, which is Splash Arts. Splash Arts is pretty simple. All it is that it's a very zoomed in picture of a Street Fighter splash art. It might be from Street Fighter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could even be from like Street Fighter Cross Tekken. It'll be very zoomed in. And you have to try to guess what character it is. Some of them are more obvious than others, so it depends on the day. Like to me, this one's very obvious, but maybe it's because I looked at it. But we can see some camo pants here, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it's Guile. Well, I know it's Guile. But every time you guess wrong, it'll zoom out just a little bit. So in the case that it is very hard, like when I was testing it, one of the answers was super zoomed in on someone's like pants, and all you saw was like dark brown. So it could have been a lot of different characters, but yeah, this one is Guile. It'll show you the full splash art at the end. Again, you can copy paste if you'd like. Quote game. So quote game is very easy. You literally just get a quote from a Street Fighter character. It could be from any Street Fighter game, and you have to try to guess who it is. So as you can see here, this one's a little generic. I've been going out of my way to find very specific quotes that kind of show off a character's personality a bit more. But the problem is, after you get 3 guesses wrong, you actually get a voice clip, right? So let's just get 3 wrong on purpose. The voice clip will show up. Now, when I was looking for voice clips, there was very, very minimal like available to me. So now I'm going out of my way to kind of clip them myself and upload them. And that way I could actually pick more specific quotes that really show off a character's personality. I know the answer for this, but you know, if you're thinking about it, it's don't worry, I'll end you quickly. So it's like a cocky bad guy, right? Probably. Literally says, I'll end you. That's not something like Ken Masters would say. You know, he'd probably say he'd beat you. So maybe you think it's like M. Bison. It's not. But if you want, you can just play the clip and listen.
Don't worry. I'll end you quickly.
I don't know if that was too quiet, but The answer here is Urian. I know this because I uploaded this recently. And yeah, again, you can share with your friends how many guesses it took you. I just noticed it all green, so that's bugged. GG. All right, character hints is the last one. So this is back here. As I mentioned, if you go on the wiki, it tells you a lot about characters and some personality traits they have, right? So Guile likes American coffee. He dislikes fermented soybeans that Ryu made him try. And his rivals are Chun-Li, who he's friendly with. You know, Luke, who he's friendly with. And you can, when you get stuff like this, you can actually, like, if you know any Street Fighter, you'll actually get a lot out of them. So this one I actually enjoy quite a bit myself because it literally, I'm sitting here like thinking, like I'm on the train just like, who is this? So for this example here, Spaghetti Pasta Family, I'm gonna guess it's like a Western character. Skateboarding, maybe a Young character. We can guess it's Yun, but I don't know if he likes spaghetti, pasta, and family, so it's not Yun. He dislikes umeboshi, pickled plum, soap operas, pointless meetings, and JP. Okay, so just the fact that he dislikes JP, we know he's in Street Fighter 6. And we know that he's in a lot of games here because his rivals are pretty much from every game. Akuma, so he's old. Adon, so we know he's in Street Fighter Alpha. He's friendly with Gouken, that's probably not too many people. And, you know, rivals with JP, he's in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. So I know the answer here. I put it in. The answer is Ken. He's in all of these games. He hates JP and he likes skateboarding. I actually didn't know that. So yeah, those are the 4 games. It's just meant to be something you play for fun. You know, maybe while you're on the shitter, I don't know, maybe while you're just waiting for a train, you're chilling, whatever. The mobile version should be usable, but right now I think these squares might be a little hard to read on mobile. I am working on that. If you guys end up testing it, let me know any problems you have. Let me know if you find it fun. Let me know also for character hints. If there's something you would like as, like, let's say you get 5 wrong, you just have no idea who it is. If there's something you'd like as a hint, like, that's something I've been thinking about as well, because every other game kind of helps you. The more you get it wrong, the more info you get, right? Splash arts, it zooms out. Quote, you get like a literal voice clip. So this game, if you're like literally stuck, there's no answer except maybe just checking the wiki for like all of these things. But yeah, I'm curious if you guys try it out and if you enjoy it, let me know. Let me know what you think. If you like Street Fighter in general, fighting games, everything, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Stay beautiful. I'll see you next time.